love, are we rolling?
If you press play on everything.
I believe that I have. And the sun is setting, so I went with clear glass instead of the dark sunglasses.
Instead of your biker glasses.
Yeah. I love those things, though.
Yeah,
Is this my phone?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I got a cough.
You didn't give me enough time. I could have shut it down, but you didn't give me enough time. It is a beautiful day. Beautiful October day. The whole weekend was beautiful October weather. This morning, what was it, 29, 30 degrees?
30, yeah.
Heavy frost. And it definitely, oh, well, I guess these are okay. I'm just not sure yet. Heavy frost. Where am I going with this? I don't know. The weather feels really good. I actually feel kind of cold today. Like
really?
The sun was hot. Yeah, I just went and took a hot shower, and I don't know what the Sitka pants are called, but I love these things. They got like the fleecy.
Duck ovens?
I don't know, but they have that fleece in the inside of them. Oh, I love these things.
We used to call them duck ovens.
Duck ovens? No, they have a jacket called a duck oven, though.
Oh, but the pants were used to. Well, maybe you were doing a Jeffism joke with me.
I've never talked about
you
duck
did.
oven pants. No,
yeah, you did. Yep.
No, because I would call them what they really are if I knew, but then I've never said duck oven pants. You love your duck oven, but anyway. I'm going to turn my mic down just a little bit. Actually, well, I'm not going to say, I won't tell everybody I love the ballroom in these things.
Okay, you're not going to tell everyone?
No, but
don't say that.
I can't say that. I love the room in these as well as the Hudson bibs.
Ah.
Yeah, those things I live in during the season. But anyway, what I want to talk about is a weekend that was definitely had a big question mark on it. Did it not?
Huge.
Okay. Had a big question mark on it. And right before, actually, more than a couple minutes ago, I climbed in the T350, and as I climbed up in there, I was like, you know what? The weekend worked out 99% of the way it should have. Mm-hmm. Did it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't want to make it about money, but we had. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about the Susquehanna Retriever Club's fall hunt test, AKC hunt test, that had a double junior, a double senior, and a master stake that are all, I don't know, they're over $100. $100, $105, $110, whatever they are. And I had the bright idea, hey, let's enter everybody in everything that we can, right?
And we had made this decision probably a month ago, roughly.
Well, we kind of had to so we could get entered.
Yes, right? Yeah.
Because in the master, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but in the master, there was like a 6-dog waiting list. So there's 66 dogs entered, and there was a 6-dog waiting list.
Yep.
So I don't want to get ahead of myself, but anyway, let's just say $110 each. Mm-hmm. And I should know it, but I don't. But it's definitely over $100. What are you drinking?
Crown Royal Black and Coke Zero.
You like Coke Zero with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Lately.
I just like our RO. That's why I couldn't say R. Our RO ice. Craft ice balls and good ice. It's really good water. Brad at Martin Water Conditioning. We were thinking of you. Thank you. But yes, so let's enter everybody. So we entered all three into double juniors. So there's 6. Scoter needed 1 senior pass to get her title.
Hi, buddy.
Speak of the devil proof man. So she only needed 1. I figured if I only enter her in 1, she won't. For whatever reason, she wouldn't pass it. So we entered her in both. So there's 8, and then number 9 was her in the master. So, and we actually had to enter her in these before we ran the Talbot Master, which I'm not going to go through that again, but that was kind of a little bit of a disaster. Mm-hmm. Disaster. Say the word for me, please.
Disaster.
Disaster-esque. Yep. So, it was a great weekend. Yes?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to run through it real quick. We get up super early. How early did we get up? 4:30?
Yes.
Something like that. Greenwood from PBHQ is a good 60-minute drive. Of course, we're going to stop at Wawa. So I figured, you know what? I'm just going to say half an hour there. Not that it's a half an hour, but I want to err on the side. I want to be conservative.
Mm-hmm. Jeff does not want to be late.
In my airing. erroring. And speaking of airing, we go to a secret spot and we air everybody. And we took a couple ducks along so we could. So back up. Sorry. On Saturday is the master and the double junior. So we head off. We get there. We get to the secret. I won't say it's secret, but a non-disclosed airing location that we throw some of the. It actually was in the dark.
Yes, it was.
And we had to drive. We took 2 vehicles.
Yes, because we had our little friend Ruckus with us.
So both headlights are shining out there. And I even did the thing, the F350, the T350 has a thing when you're going slow. Maybe all Fords do this. I don't know. I don't even know what it's called.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about when you're going slow enough and you turn the wheel to the right or the left.
Oh,
like
the side light.
Like a side headlight comes on.
Yep.
So we had that on, and we're out there throwing marks for the pups. Try to, I don't know if tune up is the correct word, but work on some obedience with Scoter. Obviously, Duke got aired, Ruckus got aired, and Ride Dog got aired. So the master starts at 8, and the juniors start at 9. And the master Scoter is dog 62. So we didn't need to be there early, but I definitely wanted to be there to watch the test dog. So we get there in plenty of time. We watch the test dog. What was your before I describe it? Well, I'll describe it, then you can say your thoughts, because I want to ask your thoughts. Well, no, what's your thoughts on the first series? The test dog.
For the master.
Yeah. Before I even say what it was, what was your I don't want to say uneducated, because that doesn't sound...
My inexperienced
Yes. You know what I want
take on it.
Yeah, and you know what I wanted to start this podcast off with?
What?
Love, happy anniversary. My math is not good. I'm dyslexic. But I do know it was in 2017. So
Yes.
how many ever years that is?
7 years.
Is it 7 years?
Well, it was 2014 now, is that right? 2014, what the heck? 2024.
Holy moly. Wow.
Be
All right.
7 years.
That was in my mind. I don't have any notes, but I wanted to start off and say a very happy wedding anniversary to you. I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
Thank you. You're my best friend. I appreciate that. You more than you know.
I hope so.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
I hope you appreciate me.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
I love you.
I hope so. All right,
I was just kidding.
I might just have to delete and just start over. What the hell?
I appreciate you.
I hope so. I'm going to get more ice and more crown, I think. All right. Now I am going to say, what's your uneducated opinion on the first series of the Master?
My inexperienced opinion on the Master.
Your uneducated opinion.
So when they threw, okay.
I just need to say what it was. It's a walk-up.
Sure.
Okay. We are to the return of the infamous bowl. Except the bowl, Scoter's very first master test, if anyone recalls. Except this time, instead of having 4 foot, I don't know, goldenrod or whatever grown in the bottom, it's been mowed. So there's cover for sure, but it's not stupid like it was before. So we're actually, the Go Bird was in the bowl. But anyway, it's a walk-up. Walk up with a little bit of a berm and about a 25-yard, 30-yard bird off to your left goes off, left to right. And actually, it's a little deceiving because there's actually like 2 mounds. It actually falls behind a mound, but it actually looks like it could have. I'm going to stop. It's almost like it was in and out of water. If the bowl was full of water, it would have been in and out. The dog would have came off the berm, and again, depending on when you sit your dog, you could actually kind of be already down, on the downside of the berm already. But if that thing was full of water, it would have been, you would have got wet, come off your berm, got wet, get on the other berm, then go off, and then there's another mound the bird's thrown behind. So really kind of, it would appear possibly it's behind 2 mounds or two little, when I say mounds, elevations that are in the field, right?
Humps.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the first bird down. The second bird is a flyer that is thrown and shot right to left, which is about 75, 80 yards. But from the dog's perspective, and if anybody wants to get on Instagram and check out the video, for the test dog, I didn't get down as low as a dog, but I actually ducked down you can't see any. You maybe see. Well, no, you didn't see anything.
You didn't see the blind.
Right. When I'm standing there, I see the guys' heads, basically, right? It's just not. It was a little bit of a surprise, Mark. I think once the dogs got out there, it was like, oh, there's a holding blind. Because they did not see the holding blind from their perspective. And the flyer just kind of like came out of the ground, and then it goes back down. So they truly didn't see the fall 100%. Right? And then hard right in the bowl, thrown right to left is your go bird. So, pretty simplistic, except for possibly the challenge of the dogs are for the first mark down, and the flyers kind of in and out, and they maybe don't really exactly see where the bird falls on the ground because of the terrain. So, okay, what was your perspective?
Just basically what you just said.
Okay.
That the first thing I noticed in my inexperienced opinion was the flyer. Like, my knees are not great, so I crouched down, kind of to dog height, and you could clearly tell that the dog was not going to be able to see.
Can't see the holding blind.
Yeah, right. Holding blind or where this bird was going to land. Yep. So yeah, that was my first one, and then the two hump thing for the first bird.
For the record, these humps, the one was the levee again. So I'll try to describe it the best I can. You start up on a levee, and the bowl is to your right, what I'm calling the bowl, an impoundment. How about? Yep. Maybe the bottom of the bowl is a good 10, 12 feet elevation change from where you're at. But you're just running a little, it's basically, let's call it a triangle shape, and you're just running a little corner of it. So the dog would go down and come up, and you're on the levee again, which is the same elevation that you're at. And then it does fall off out into the field, and there was just a little bit of a rise. It wasn't anything crazy, but it definitely was, again, the dog just didn't, those two marks, the dogs did not see the precise fall. So anyway, we sat there, watched a couple birds, and we're like, all right, let's go find Junior One. So we go to Junior One. It's an area that we've run before. Proof, Elmer T. Lee, and or Mash have not run there before. They've trained there, but they've not run there. But basically, just a nice little two singles. The first bird to our left was thrown left to right, and he's going to get bit, or she's going to get bit. Licking Duke's mouth. And then hard right is a bird that is thrown left to right. The Susquehanna Retriever Club for Junior does not shoot flyers. They were fresh birds, but they do not shoot a flyer. So basically just two dead birds out of wingers. How do I rate everybody? Proof. First off, they're all crazy. But you get them to the line and you say sit, and they sit because they know something good's going to happen, right? Yeah. So you get them to, what is he eating?
Wood.
You get them to the line, and they're good to go. So I can't say that they're loose because you're holding the collar. So I don't know. They're not steady, but they definitely want to sit to watch what's going to happen, especially when the duck call goes off. All three dogs got passed. I'm going to say that Proof and Mash definitely. You jinx Mash because you said, "Oh, she's going to eat this up."
Yep.
She probably did the worst
on her very first.
Well, on the first mark, but the first series, I'll grade her
on her very first test.
Yes. Well, yeah, in his first Elmer's test, not Proof's, but first Elmer's too. And then Proof was a little bit ahead of her, and then freaking Elmer T. After the first bird, he came, because this is how he trains. He comes in and he just comes right back to heel, and he holds the bird for you. The first bird, with the other two, I'm doing the junior grab. I just want to make sure I get the bird. And they drop it. Hey, fetch! I got to back away from them to be able to grab it. Yep. Once they get it. Good evening. Our friend in it, the white-faced black lab just rode by. So, good evening to them both. But once they get it back in their mouth, they do sit and they do. It's not. I don't have to grab it because they do hold on to it. But Elmer just comes back, sits down. He may not sit exactly where we want him to sit, but I'd say heel and sit. And he sits down and lets me. He's got the bird in his mouth, and he's like, "All right, what are we doing next?"
Yeah, looks like a pro.
Right. So that was that land series. The other land series, we were told, Junior 2, we were told, it's difficult. It's tight. We went down there. So there they did shoot a flyer. Didn't they?
Pups.
They did.
Oh,
No. It's the next day. Next day. For Scoter.
Yes.
Yes. No. Okay, so
I'm
again,
glad I'm not the only one that's getting
sorry.
confused.
Yeah, so again, 2 dead birds. The first bird is to your left. No, wait, it's the scene.
Yeah, that's
what
what I'm trying to.
about?
I am trying to remember.
Holy moly!
Yeah, no, I don't blame you, love. It was chaotic. It was busy.
Now I'm really trying to think. What was Junior?
Yeah, what was
I remember
Junior
Junior 2's water.
Yeah, clearly.
But where was there? It was just out in that field. It's like everything was off to the left. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh my gosh! I'd have to look at the video. Yeah,
that's crazy. I remember the judges because that's where the apprentice judge was.
Yep.
And I definitely remember the water seers because they were like they were talking about the dogs. Like, hey man, these guys, they're really good. It was just in that it was.
We drove down to that field.
So what it was here. So where the senior was back up in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
it was out some. So it was just basically 2 birds in the big field.
In the
right?
field.
Yeah, in the big
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because we were worried about the ducks in the pond behind us.
Yes. Because I walk up, they're sitting there quacking, and Proof's like turning around, like,
Yes,
it's like, dude, we need to go this way, and he's like, well, somebody's going to throw something
but
over
there's
here.
ducks over there.
Yeah.
So
at the second series, to my recollection, without watching video, they did much better.
yeah.
And the judges were like, wow, that was good. That was good. They're very nice. They're kind of rooting for the dogs, right? You can even hear him behind me. He's like, yeah, right there. Yes, good job, right?
Yeah.
So they definitely marked better on. Stop! Oh, these dogs. I think it's MASH digging.
Oh, yeah.
So right, I don't want to get off topic, but right off the patio, where the drains from the roof come, evidently. Was it
It was a vole.
A vole was, and the voles are in the yard anyway. And Scoter has definitely been. I don't know if she can smell them or however she knows.
She has always chased them.
Yeah, she's always chasing them in the ground.
Hunted them. Yeah.
So anyway, there was one over there, and they've been digging and stop, mash. Anyway, I'm sorry. So the 2 land series we get through, good. So we go back to Junior 1 to do water, and it's where actually Proof has done. He kind of. Same piece of water. The one mark was very similar to what he did before, but the other one was not. But yeah, nice marks went out there. Proof was probably the problematic one on that because they had ate lunch and he dropped the bird and went under the one judge's chair. And I'm thinking, did he drop pizza underneath his chair or what? Like, Proof was like, he did. He was like,
he was being so goofy.
Oh, he's just a big puppy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got him to pick the bird back up, and I even commented, I was like, you didn't drop any pizza underneath your chair, did you?
Because he would have found it.
He was very intent about whatever's underneath the chair. MASH, I won't say I guess I could say they're cheating marks. They could run, because Proof ran down and jumped in.
It was very angled on the shore.
MASH went laser beam to the bird.
Yes.
To both of them, actually. So she did good. And Elmer was halfway good, too. Not as 100% as good as MASH, but not like Proof.
Yeah.
The throwers, even after the thing was all over, they even came up to me and were like, "Hey man, your dogs, we like watching them run." I was like, "Yeah, they're only 8 months old," and they're like, "What?" So anyway.
Yeah.
So
Proofy almost drowned on the first mark on the water.
He did.
Mark.
He was out there fighting with the bird or something, and
I think it was just a steep ledge. The water dropped off. He wasn't expecting it, and he and the bird went down.
The one judge was looking for some comic relief, and that's what she got. So that's what she said. She said, "Thank you for the comic relief." Junior 1, they got through. Junior 2, the water was basically running marks and running water, for the marks, and they did a really good job.
It was a mud pit.
It was a mud pit, but they did a really good job on that. So we get them both through Junior 1 and Junior 2. We actually get to go to the ribbon ceremony.
Yeah, that was good.
Get to go to the ribbon ceremony because we were really and somewhere in this we went back in and checked on Master Series. Well, I didn't even talk about running Master yet.
No,
because I hadn't.
No, it's okay. Finish the puppies.
Master. Yeah. That's right. I was already thinking we'd ran the first series and we were waiting on the second series. All right, come on, here, get up here.
Scooter needs to get in her chair.
She likes to get on the chairs. All right, so we get ribbons and everything is good. And yes, it did look a little. Did it look? Would gluttonous be the proper terminology?
Hoarders.
Because they did awards for both Junior 1 and Junior 2 basically at the same time. Did Junior 1 and then instantly did Junior 2. So, I'm there with 6 ribbons in my hand. And 6 scoop pants.
Yeah.
But
and, one of the board members was giving you.
And you know what I told him?
Heckling you.
I said, these are expensive, dude. I said, this is $100, $200, $300,
Yes.
$400, $500, and $600.
Right.
To your club.
Yeah.
Right. So,
You're welcome.
yeah. Motherfucker. No, I'm just joking. No. He's a nice guy. I didn't
He's
mean
very
that.
nice.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy. And actually on Sunday, I don't want to get ahead of
very
myself.
complimentary.
Yes, he was. On Sunday, he was like, he had a little, he was just joking around. But so I'm joking around too when I said motherfucker. So,
I said, I hope so.
No, I am.
No, I said, just like I said, I hope so.
Oh, yeah. No, I really am joking around. I'm not cussing the guy. You know what? Here's just a little segue. Truthfully, and I am a AKC hunt test judge. I don't say licensed, a numbered, an approved hunt test judge, as well as I've said this in the past. I think I know I don't have any major points I have, but I have 10 points for field trials. So in my mind, I have given back. But everybody there, and some people were working and they ran their dogs too, but everybody's there giving their time. The judges that are giving their time, all the committee members, the club members are there giving their time. The throwers get paid because they need throwers. Stop. Freaking proof. He's jumping up like you need to see this. This is a bar height table, and he just pops right up like it's nothing. But anyway, I do at hunt tests and field trials. People are giving their time. I went and shot the flyer for the Open for Maryland trial. Right, you just kind of you do your part.
When you can.
Yeah, you do your part, and you give back because there's going to be the time when you're much like we just ran everybody over the weekend where we're not there to work. We're there to run our dogs. And yes, we did pay entry fees and all, but still, if nobody's going to volunteer their time, there's no way. There's nothing there for us to pay our entry fees.
Right.
So, segue. We got our ribbons. Yes, he did give me a little bit of grief about 6 ribbons, and we were happy. We're done. So we go off to master. So she was dog 62. I think. How long did we still waited?
Yeah.
Still waited. So anyway,
it's a long day.
Yep. So we get up there. I'm basically, she's going to walk up. I'm going to not walk up slow, but I'm hoping that the first bird mark goes off before we're way down the hill. I can shut this off, love. There. I shut it off.
No.
I was a little bit too slow.
I'm just making everyone jealous. Icy Crown Royal.
Ice baby. So, all birds go off. They say dog. She was not loose. And she go down in the bowl, gets the go bird. She comes back. So now, I would have liked her to pick up the second bird down, which was the fly, which was maybe a little difficult to see, or she's got the first bird. And she I'm going to let her tell me what to do. She indicated that she wanted to get the left-hand bird, the short one, first. I was about to say good, and then she looks out to where the flyer is. Okay, if that's where you want to go, we'll do that. And then she looks back at the short one, looks back at the long one, looks back at the short one. Mm-hmm. Eventually, I tried to take my time, and eventually she's looking at the left-hand bird. So I'm going to pick them up out of order, and I tell her, easy. Right there, good. Easy. And I send her, and she goes to the first levee, and she starts hunting the first levee. And I was like, I didn't mean that easy.
Right.
To the judges, that's what I said. Anyway, she went out, picked it up, a little bit of a hunt on that one, came back, let her do her thing with her mouth, and let her catch her breath, and what is going on right there?
No poop eater.
I was thinking she's looking for a vole. Okay, that's mash. But anyway, just let her sit there and think about what's going on, and I send her, and she did a really nice job on the flyer. So she gets her 3 birds. Now I forgot to say, we have to honor. So we go off to the left and honor. I'll say on the honor, she was loose.
Yeah, she crept down a good bit.
Yeah, she was loose. Was she going to break? I don't know. But she didn't break.
No.
But she was loose.
But, when it's almost like she unconsciously does that creeping thing, and then as soon as she realizes where she's at, she runs back to you.
That's what I was going to say. It's almost when she realizes, like, whoa, I'm way out here, and she freaking,
Yep.
without me saying, I'm telling her quietly, I'm talking to her. No, bird, no, here's heel, and proof stop. And then she kind of realized, oh my, and she comes back. So she came back. The judge already excused me, but I wanted her to show that she's steady. So I told her to sit. She sat there, and then I said, "Thank you, judges," and walk off. So anyway, that was series number 1. Went and aired everybody, and just kind of enjoyed the afternoon. But
Sorry, curious.
yes,
Have you seen that video of that first? Series?
not on the computer, but on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, no. So anyway, I'm sorry.
Finish the first series.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the second series is going to be, now it's windy. Windy, sun's to our back, and it's a triple, one watermark, 2 landmarks, and 2 land blinds. And it's getting late in the day, and we're not close to running. But in my mind, for Sunday, because Scoter had 2 senior tests to run, I really, really, really wanted to run the second series, the Master, on Saturday evening. And man, they were like 20 dogs away. And wherever the rebird was, Marshall even said it was like an hour to go. If you're below the rebird, you can leave because we're definitely not getting to you. And above the rebird, we may not get to you either. But rebird is the line. So if you're above, please stay. If you're below it, go. So we did not get to run the second series. Come home. I can't even remember what we did. I probably had a drink. I don't know.
We were exhausted.
Yeah, we were.
It was a long day. I'm just going to let him in.
All right, you can do that. Okay, you can leave the door open. So I'm going to continue to talk. So yes, we get home. The hot shower felt great. Kind of, I won't say we recharged our batteries, but kind of recharged a little bit, and we got set up for Sunday. Now Sunday, I didn't, because again we were way down the list, and it was supposedly going to start at 8. I did not feel that we needed to be there right at 8 o'clock. So I wasn't as in that rush or anxiousness to get there. We still went. We were maybe, I guess we were about equal. Cloud cover on Saturday and no clouds on Sunday. Sunday may have felt like we were a little later, but are we good now?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, went and aired the dogs. Didn't take any ducks or anything. Just kind of try to check Scoter down again. And as a matter of fact, so this triple, water and land with a double land blind. Now the sun's kind of in your face. And I don't know. I want to, I guess, play the game if there's a game to be played. And I kind of felt like if we are there, I wasn't sure if they're going to run in order necessarily. So I didn't really want to be there like waiting, chomping at the bit. And they say, okay, well, just go ahead and you can jump 15 dogs ahead and go run your dog. So we went off, checked out the senior, came back. The senior didn't start till 9. Came back and take a deep breath, get her out of the truck, walk down there. Because I felt that it was something very doable. And once we got down there, once I got to the line, the marks were very close, relatively speaking.
And we were warned multiple times by other
but
participants.
At a distance, maybe it didn't look like that. So off to our left, almost thrown at you, if you will, off a point. It landed on the point, but on the point, thrown on land, kind of at you. If I had slightly right to left, but kind of thrown in. How about this? Not thrown at you. It's definitely thrown very, very in right to left. And there is water in play. And then in the middle, thrown left to right is a mark, and then hard right, thrown left to right. How did I pick those up? I cannot remember. I know I picked the Go Bird up, and I guess let her tell me what's what, but I'm going to say she picked the middle bird up next.
I think so.
And then I was very impressed with her that she got in the water.
Yes.
Yes, that was...
Just a little bit of water.
Yeah, and it's an area where we do train there in Greenwood, and we train there on Wednesday. So she does have a lot of experience there, and I was if she did not get in that piece of water, I would have been very, very disappointed in her.
Yeah.
Felt like, I don't know, like that she had taken a step back. Jumped right in that water for me, went right to the point, picked it up. Boom, she's got them all. All right, so
gets back in the water to come back to.
yes, that's what I was very impressed with. Very happy. So give her a little clap. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so off of the right mark, there is a land blind, maybe at about 50 yards, and dead center off a hay bale. It's in the planter was at the hay bale, but in from that, I would say it was about a good 80 yards. And truthfully, I thought she could line both of them. As I recall, not that I recall, I do remember this. The blinds were not as clean as I would have liked because, in my mind, these are as much as we've done. These are blinds that should be able to line. But anyway, my story is we pick up both birds, which we did clean. So now she's done actually 6 marks, and 2 blinds clean. Mm-hmm. Done the walk up, we're good. Mm-hmm. So, and there's a lot of dogs getting called back. Plus, now they've still got to get the water series in and not run out of daylight. So, in my mind, I'm thinking we still need to run a water blind. So I'm thinking, man, it's just going to be a water double and a water blind. Mm-hmm. But no, it is a water triple with a water blind. But I'll get to that next because after the second series, we go off and run senior.
Mm-hmm. Senior 1 and senior 2.
Yes. So I do remember where senior 1 is. It was a walk up. I won't say the marks were close, but basically the right-hand bird was dead bird thrown to the left, and then the left-hand bird thrown to the right was a flyer down kind of like in an old dry. It's water that she's in junior. It's a watermark because it was plenty wet in the spring, but there's like 0 water in that ditch now. So anyway, 2 nice marks. She did a really good job. Did not have to honor, so we're good. Now we run down to this is the one where everybody said, hey, this is a tough test. Yeah. These marks are tight. We get down in there and when I first saw it, I was like, holy shit, they really are. Mm-hmm. And then I looked down, I was like, wait a second. Yes. Are they somewhat close? Maybe 20 yards from you on the left-hand side, thrown to the right. Mm-hmm. That was the first bird down. Mm-hmm. And then a big fly, her flyer was huge.
Yeah.
Her flyer was
We didn't
huge.
see all of them, but relatively speaking.
Yeah, because the guns went off and it looked like it was still alive. It was a big flyer.
Yeah, they shot it 3 times, but I still don't know that it was.
No, well, I don't want to jump ahead, but when it came back to me, the bird had expired. But were the marks close? Yes, but they were black and white. They weren't. One didn't come in play with the other. However you can say that, one did not come in play with the other because even though they were close together or tight, they were black and white. So that was a walk up. Walk up, and there's an honor. So anyway, walk up. Oh, timeout. This is the first time I've experienced this. A couple dogs before us. All I'll say is a couple dogs before us. The handler, possibly female, possibly male. I don't know. I do know. It looked like to me that there was some anxiousness right from the get-go. What I witnessed was because, first off, the dog, it's a walk-up. And three times the dog was out of holding blind, circled around. There's an honoring dog off to the left of all this. But anyway, this dog was super, super loose. And he was I already said he. Sorry. I would assume that his blood pressure's already up.
Yeah.
Goes out there. I can't really remember what happened. I don't know if it was the flyer or the dead bird. But basically, the dog comes back with a bird. Mm-hmm. And he wouldn't fetch it up. No. The dog, I don't know if it's, I think it was a male. Male dog would not fetch it up. And, dude's like, I'm done. And I didn't see it clearly, but I guess he grabbed it. I think he thought he could train.
Right.
Actually, I hear a little buzzing.
Me too.
It's odd. I don't think I've ever heard that before. All right. Hopefully you that are listening does not hear that, but I'm hearing it in my ears. Anyway, he grabbed the dog. The dog yelled, and the judges started yelling at the handler. Mm-hmm. It's the first time I've ever seen handler misconduct.
Yeah. And
then this whole little thing went into play where basically, from what I understand, they had a...
Mute.
Yeah. Oh, so it's you, not me. I don't hear it. Nope. It's your mic.
I do hear it.
Time out. Yeah, I don't know.
Still there. Yep.
I do hear it. It's your mic, not mine.
Okay.
Can I just hit your
You
mic?
can.
All right.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, you'd love to.
All right. I would not love to love because it's our anniversary. All right. So I just never experienced. I've not seen this. Right. Anyway, from what I'm told, it could be and it's going to be a $300 fine to this guy, and he cannot do anything but.
Could be male, could be female.
I already said guy and dude.
Okay.
He.
I thought you just referred to the dog. Okay. Whatever. Yes, $300 fine.
And he's done with anything AKC related for 3 months. Like he's basically suspended for 3 months.
Yep.
That would be like if he explained to me, which I understand, if he had a litter, he couldn't register a litter.
Yeah, I found that very interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, I think it was just.
It was kind of interesting that we got to witness it for sure because it was good, I mean, educational wise for me to see what the repercussions were. And the marshal, who's Christian Ricker's
You're
wife.
saying people's names.
Marshal.
Yes.
But it was, because I've only marshaled once, but I would like to learn more.
For the Derby.
Yeah, so there was an official form that had to be written up by the judges.
Here, just time out.
Yep.
Let me flip it.
There you go.
It's not as bad.
Nope.
There, we're good. I don't know what fixed it, but yeah. All right. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm betting, I don't know. I'm betting that was getting recorded. All right, so, yeah, you're just learning, you marshaled the Derby.
Yeah, just the once.
Field trial Derby, all right. So
I think there's a lot to learn as a marshal as well as I think there's apprentice judges, but I was saying to Jeff, I think there should be apprentice marshals too because there's a lot to learn.
yes, I think I still hear it just a little bit.
Yep.
All right, in Junior 2, they had an apprentice judge. So that was, there was no issue with that, but I'm just saying Junior 2 had an apprentice judge. Yeah, just I've never experienced that. But let me say this. Forget about all that. I get Scoter up there, do the walk up. She walked out way in front of me. She didn't break, but she just happened to be way out there, and they called for the birds, and I'm like, I don't know. I didn't really feel like, I guess I could have walked up to her. Maybe I should have, but I just figured when I said sit, I needed to stop. I need to ask somebody that. Should I have continued to get up next to her? And I don't want to like jack her up either, like confuse her, right? Anyway, left-hand bird thrown to the right, very close, goes down. There's an honoring dog. The flyer goes off, and they go bang, 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 bang. There's 2 guns out there, and I'm watching it, and like it's still flying, and it kind of goes right to the edge of the woods line. And I'm waiting for somebody to say it. No bird. I do hear it. I'm waiting for somebody to say no bird, but they didn't say dog. And she's way out there. Yeah. They said dog, and I'm like, Scoter. And one judge who was calling for the bird, she walked up. She's like, she was kind of being apologetic to me. She's like, she was locked on. She's going to get it. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I just wish would have said it quicker. That's all, because it was like this big lag of like what's happening.
She's way out there. Yeah.
Is it a no bird or is it not? Anyway, she goes out there. Man, maybe kind of, actually, I'm going to say a small hunt. To me, she trailed it, grabs the thing, and again, when it's in my hand, it's dead. So
yeah. I kind of thought that she was trying to figure out the best way to grab it.
Okay.
Maybe it was moving around a little bit.
Well, I did see it out there moving, but when I had it, it was not. It was not moving in my hand.
No.
So then, send her on the short bird. That's fine. So now, she's got an honor. She was out there on the honor. But it's the same kind of thing where I'm not making an excuse. I'm just telling you how it is. Then all of a sudden she's like, "Yep, oh man, I shouldn't be out here." And she circles back and comes. The dog got sent. She didn't make any effort to retrieve, although she was very loose as the 2 marks went off. So anyway, they excused me. Said, "Thank you very much. We're good." Now you can correct me, but now the 3rd series is set up. Because remember, they came around to our side on the tech pond. They're coming around to our side. And on Saturday, because they had pizza, which I understand. If you had a sub, love you, Tyra.
I'm sorry.
If you have a sandwich, whatever, you can kind of like have that in the paper and kind of eat and work. But pizza, they all kind of took a break, like an hour break. So now, do I say what I really thought, or do I just say, what do I say?
I don't know. What did you really think?
I don't want to say showmanship, but playing the game. Basically, in each senior, she's the same number. So I allowed it to myself to choose which water series that I wanted to run first.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, because the marshals knew that a lot of senior dogs were also running master, so they were kind of being flexible.
And most everybody's running both seniors.
Yes.
So seeing how we've already honored in senior 2, which she was a little bit loose, and knowing that I had to honor in the other senior on water, I chose to run the senior that I did not have to honor. Right?
It's a smart move.
Well,
I mean, it's strategic.
That's what I'm saying. Showmanship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's
What would you say?
I think strategic.
Strategicness. Strategic
For success.
Well, that's what I wanted to pass.
Yeah.
So, yes. So, anyway, she goes and does it. Boom, boom, boom. They, basically 2 marks on the water. Oh, and the water blind. It's a nice little water blind for her to run. Again, running water. She does a really nice job.
Yeah. And
they're like, hey, great dog. Thank you. I was like, thank you guys. So I go off to the other one. The other watermarks.
It was challenging.
Yeah, so a hard left on the same piece of land you are is just a big splash. No, I'm sorry. No. Out on an island. Point, not an island. Point. Thrown on the right. Thrown right to left is the first bird down, and then your go bird on the same piece of land you basically thrown right out in the water in front of you. That's your go bird. Pick that thing up, come back. I'd let her sit for the memory bird, and she's looking, and I don't know how it would be, because how can you, I guess you could hunt on water if they stop and circle, but she kind of split the difference of the marks, and I was really, since I knew she already passed the first one, I'm ready to handle her so I can pass the second one and just move on. Right. But she kind of corrected herself, and they even said, you can take a deep breath now. She knew that I was going to blow the whistle.
It was kind of strange that she had trouble with that.
Yeah. So anyway, come back, and now it's to our hard right is this hard angled entry, and they didn't tell me this, but everybody said it. They said, if obviously it's a water blind. If your dog doesn't get in the water, you're done. And we watched dogs that didn't get in the water, and they were done.
Yeah.
So I sat there, and she wouldn't line up. And I even kind of stepped back and re-heeled her, come up trying to line her up. And she I didn't want her to go in fat, and I didn't want her not to get in the water, but I didn't want her to do this stupid jump in where she's super fat.
Right.
And all these the bumper drills that we do, this is the bumper drill.
She knew.
This is the bumper drill.
Yep.
Yeah. You know how she knew?
What?
Because when she went down in 10 feet, I blew the whistle. What'd she do? She started to jump right in.
Yeah.
I blew the whistle.
She said, oh, okay.
And then when I cashed her, what'd she do?
She went in the water.
And she barked at me.
Yeah.
Right. So she knew exactly what we were doing.
She knew.
So anyway, we did the water blind. Now we have to honor on this one.
Oh, God, yeah.
She was way, way out there on the honor.
And it was a long honor, too.
But she didn't break.
No.
But she was way, way out there.
Yeah.
And the same kind of thing, when they said you're released, she came back. I told her, because now I can talk to her, sit. I can talk quietly to her, obviously. This is getting long-winded. I'm sorry, but anyway, it was I definitely a little bit of anxiety in that one, and that's the reason why I wanted to run the other one first.
Yeah,
because I did that down.
That was smart.
Right. So now we go and let's go check out. Let's check out this water triple and a water blind. We get down there. We're still 20 dogs away.
Yeah, it was long.
Holy moly. So we go air everybody, make sure everybody's good.
Yep.
Go and air Scoter, maybe she can kind of chill out, relax a little bit.
Decompress, yep.
And we showed up just in time. I think there was about 5 dogs to go. Get in line. And
well, we went and got our senior.
Oh, yes. We went and did the ribbon ceremony.
Yeah, for the senior.
Right.
Yep.
And he gave me grief again. Because I got 2 ribbons.
He teased you.
Did 2 ribbons this time. And I was like, look, man, this is all. I just need 2 ribbons. I'm good. I don't need any more. It's just 2, please. Yeah. I said, and hopefully one after this one, and 1 ribbon, please.
Yeah, but please give us a title ribbon with one of those.
Yeah. Scoter did get. Thank you
Yes.
very much. Scoter did get her. I love it's getting dark out.
I know.
Here,
Turn the light
I
on.
do want to. Let's see
Thank
how. I don't know how it's going to jack the camera.
You'll be right. There we go.
Ooh, should I change?
Yay.
Can I change?
If you want.
Why does it not let me?
Oh, there's white.
There we go. That's better, I think, for the cameras.
Yep.
All right. Hi. You can wave too, love.
So
please.
got a senior
Please wave.
title. Hello.
Senior title, so we're happy.
Yes.
Actually, she has 5 passes, not 4, because she's a junior hunter. So, show up to the master, which we already saw what it was. About 5 dogs ago, and I'm nervous as fuck. Because
I mean, everything's hedging on this.
all she needs to
Third
do,
series.
all she needs to do is pick up the marks, and I can handle on the at least one of these marks. I can handle on because she's been clean.
Yes.
The water blind it's in between the marks, but it's a 50-yard water blind, right?
Yep. Stuff she's done.
The one senior, this junior, I'm sorry, senior one, the angled entry was, no offense to anybody, but it was a more difficult water blind than the master water blind, right?
Yes.
So, just saying, please go to work with me. And really what I'm saying is do
Actually
not
turn into begging. Please.
do not break. Do not break on these marks. I don't want to say it because I don't want it to happen. But anyway, one of the factors in this is the water on the pond. Tech pond is very, very low. Okay, so hard left, thrown left to right, that you have to go through one finger of the water. That's the first water mark. Mark number 3, thrown right to left, actually is through 2 fingers, in and out to get to that mark. And then on the same point that we are on, off to our hard right, just thrown right out in the water, which we saw dogs break. Matter of fact, the test dog broke. I'm saying, please, Scoter, don't break. Please, we've gotten this far, and I even told you. I said, I think if she passes this, like this is a well-earned pass, right? And I didn't want to feel like I jinxed myself, but I kind of felt like I did. So anyway, long story short, it's not going to be short because I'm going to tell the whole story. The best part of this is the factor that helped her, I believe. The water level on the tech pond is very, very low, so it's almost like a cliff. Good 24 inches down to the water level from the land, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the bank is kind of straight. It's not. It's not a gradual
Angled. Yeah.
So anyway, boom, 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 and first bird she goes off to the left. The middle bird she kind of moves forward. The left bird, I'm sorry, the right hand. Let me start over. The left hand bird goes off. She moves out. The middle bird goes out. She moves out. The right hand bird, she didn't really move at all. And they said dog. I'm like, Scoter. Boom, she goes out and gets there. So comes back. I'm going to let her indicate what we're doing. She indicates she wants to pick the middle bird on, which that's the way we train, so I'm not good with that. So I set her down. I didn't want to send her off so hard that she ran up, 500 yards out there, up the hill. But I did kind of send her somewhat hard. As I recall, she did not get in the second piece of water. She ran around the second piece of water.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
But went right to the bird.
Yep.
Right? Thank you.
Return she did.
She got both pieces of water coming back. So now, I was like, we need one mark. Because I don't want to, call my shot, but I'm like, we got this water blind over here to the right. You just need, please pick this up. Plus, I feel like I can handle her on this. So I actually was very relieved. She comes back. And actually, she could have ran around.
Yeah.
Set her down, let her sit there and think about it. And I sent her off nice, and she runs down there and gets in the water like, fuck, thank you. And she runs right out there and goes out and freaking puts her head right on that bird.
Yes, she did. It was a nice blind.
If I was going to cry, that was the moment.
Yeah.
I won't say I was tearful, but I was like, yes.
It was a long,
Grueling
grueling weekend.
That was mark number 9.
Yep.
Amongst marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 17, well, not 17 marks that day. What's my mark? 14 marks that day. So she comes back, and here's the little, the blind runner was not quick for whatever reason on hers. That last bird she brought back was freaking sloppy as anything.
Yeah.
And they're like, take her in the holding blind. We went in the holding blind. I don't know if she thought we were done, but I had issues with her to pick that bird up.
Yeah.
But it was just it was just nasty.
Yeah.
Was not bloody, was not was not meaty, but it was just like a wet bunch of. It was just again, she's dog 62, right?
Yep.
They've been used and anyway. got her to pick it up, came out of the holding blind, and basically, send her. She was off the blind a little bit to the left, and again, she's getting her feet underneath because again the water's super low, and I had two low casts like quick right there, blew the whistle, cast her, blew the whistle, and then like she smelled the bird and she went right up to it. So then the judges said something like, you weren't going to stop her right there. She knew where the bird was. I'm like, all right, thank you very much, judges. I appreciate your time and thank you very much. So anyway, that was Scoter's official second Master Pass. So it was just a great weekend. What was I trying to say here? Come on, buddy. Number two. He wants to get up and hear, but he won't. He just doesn't know to use that rear leg.
Okay.
It was like again, like I'm going to rewind real quick. When I jumped up to the T350, it was exactly like the way it was supposed to happen, I think.
Yes. And we went in, very unsure.
Yeah, 100%.
Not 100% confident by any means. Some of the training days leading up to this past weekend were a little sketch. But, I think that, that said, I think the training showed in their performance.
Yes, and I do have to thank, I'm not going to say their names necessarily, but the training group, the people that I get to train with, and that when you're available, that you get to train with. Come on, buddy, let's go. He's being stupid. I had somebody question me instantly when we showed up to the Master because we posted the videos up training at Can Do Kennels and Tim Mumford.
Yep.
Like they thought we were going to run field trials.
Oh.
Like, you're doing field trial marks? And I don't want to be like a dink to him, but I was like, that's how we train all the time.
Yeah.
We always train. Like we don't necessarily train for hunt tests. We train. Whoa! Time out. So here's in the Master Series. Let me rewind. How do they signal for the birds? The judges behind Scoter go whack, 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 whack.
On the
and
third series,
Scoter looks around like, what's happening behind me?
Yes.
And then out in the field, whack, whack, whack. She's like, okay. And then the second mark goes down, or not? They signal for the second mark. She spins around, looks. Yep. And then, his duck call out in the field wasn't as strong.
Right.
But for the third one, thankfully, like she was like, okay, I'm good. I'm going to keep looking out here because that's what's happening, right?
Yeah.
But we really don't train. It sounds stupid to say. I told Bob Owen is Bob Owen's Lone Duck Outfitters. They're having a happy hour tonight, which
we missed.
No, not yet. We still got time.
Okay.
Last time they had one, I was like, he asked me some questions. I was like, man, it's going to sound stupid to everybody. We don't train for hunt tests. Like we train, we train with, Scoter trains with all age dogs. And on Wednesday, and matter of fact, one of the group won the women's amateur.
Yeah,
right.
No, that's
she
pretty
did really
awesome.
nice, right?
Yeah.
So it was basically we're training for field trials on Wednesday, and on Thursday it was the same kind of thing. And man, that first series I had like zero confidence in Scoter. Like, I was like, this is not. We shouldn't even go to Greenwood. So.
Yeah, we were worried.
Yeah.
But here we are, the other side of it, and a huge relief. Accomplished 3 puppies, accomplished Scoter. It was awesome.
Looking forward to this coming weekend. And I had to enter. We had to enter before we knew the results of this past weekend. But Scoter is going to be is going to be running. She is entered. I think she's late again. I looked at the running orders. Not as many dogs. It's not a full field, but I think she's 50-some dogs. She's towards the end. Maybe she's dog 45.
Of the master.
Yep. And then we did enter all 3 pups in the junior. And if Proof can get through his, he will be a junior hunter.
Yep.
Everybody else will still need, if they pass this coming weekend, they'll still need 1 pass. So.
Yep. Yep.
Thoughts, comments, question?
No, it was fun. So all of these tests that the dogs ran, my job is to video all of it. So hopefully Jeff will get them up on YouTube here shortly.
And or Instagram. You do an awesome job, though. And Facebook, actually. So yeah, so right up now today, obviously it's going to be a while before this podcast is up, but already there's already 3 videos up from the weekend.
Awesome.
I'll get them all up eventually.
If you're interested.
Yeah. And you can just go Facebook, Jeff Coates, COATS, on Facebook, personal account, Pitboss Waterfowl on Facebook, and or at Pitboss, PITBOSS Waterfowl on Instagram. So are we already talking about in February we're going to have to drive to Florida?
See how this weekend goes.
Love, why would we have to drive to Florida in February?
Because we're chasing the master amateur Amateur, master, amateur.
Mark, the Master Amateur Retriever Club.
Yeah. We're going to see. Anyway, not going to say anything because let's just get through this coming weekend and see what happens.
If she had one more pass in there, my goodness, how much easier would it make it?
Yeah.
But she didn't, so
it's okay.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But yeah, if she would have got, so officially she is. I don't know if I want to. I don't care. I tell everybody everything, right? Officially now she is 244 in Master AKC Master Hunt Test. So she is young. She's 20 months old. So
yeah.
not that is an excuse, but I'm just explaining.
Not making excuses.
Not complaining. So. You good, love?
Yes. Just wanted to
yes.
do a shout out to
Pat Dillon. Break that. What is in there?
So Mr. Pat Dillon, he is a woodworker, and he basically does like craft shows, craft fairs, that kind of thing.
And he's reached out because he wants to carve decoys.
Okay.
To me.
And his business is called Island Wooden Wares from Cheesehead State, Green Bay, Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised that I don't want to embarrass you, but you didn't know that WI was Wisconsin.
I don't know all the
That's fine.
abbreviations for each of the states.
You are a U.S. citizen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So still learning.
Yep.
But anyway, this arrived on our anniversary, which is kind of fortuitous.
Which right over there, which you
we have the camp chef.
Can't see if you're watching, or you definitely can't see if you're listening. But we're gonna fire the camp chef up right after this.
But I did open it just so it wouldn't look like a child opening a Christmas present. But I haven't seen what he sent us yet. So let's see.
Bring it out.
Thank you, Mr. Pat. All right. This is what we use pretty much daily.
Yes.
Very nice. Can you see? So we have a grill scraper.
Yep.
Nice. And then we use these every day.
Yeah, and actually ours, the one, let me have the far one. Yeah, that's
very nice.
I think that's the one I like.
Thank you, Mr. Dillon.
Right.
Mr. Pat.
I can smell their oil.
Me too.
I almost want to say that is wormy chestnut.
Okay.
Maybe not.
They do have some weight to them, for sure.
Let me see this. Yeah, I don't know.
Very
I can't tell you.
nice.
I thought maybe my skills, I could tell you what the wood is, and I can't. I'm going to say this may be like birch. And let me see the scraper. The scraper is oak. Oak? The scraper is oak, or it is chestnut. Anyway.
That is pretty cool.
Mr. Pat Dillon, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate that. And we will use that on
tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, love. What would you like to say before I end this?
Great weekend. Still recovering as far as exhaustion goes. I'm so tired. And yeah, back to the routine here for a couple of days, and then we're off again to your daughter's wedding.
Wedding and hunt test.
Yep.
I declined the opportunity to possibly shoot sea ducks this morning on something else that I'll talk about into the future. But
okay.
Yeah, I just was
needed to catch up day. We had a very busy day.
I was telling Geoff today that it's not that.
What is that?
They're just being stupid. Duke just came back out. It's not that I couldn't have got up and went, because you were up earlier than me and I was up early enough to go. Mm-hmm. But I knew that we had quite a few things to do today, and I do know when I'm in the boat where I've traveled, I got up early. Like it kind of zaps my day a little bit, right?
Oh yeah.
And like I could not afford to have a zapped day.
No.
Hey, I want to say this too, real quick. Yeah, you didn't see him because you were gone, but I drew up a whole bunch. I've never carved a Barrow's Golden Eye, and I drew up 7 Barrow's Golden Eye heads today on some super northern white cedar. And I'm not sure the actual one pattern, it just looks too narrow. Like left and right, it's not wide enough. So anyway, I kind of went back and forth. I was texting Jeff about that. So I think I'm going to use a little wider, not longer, but a little wider pattern. But hopefully I'll get those things done. Possibly, I will get them painted at the Eastern Waterfowl Festival, which is coming up in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So I got to get these things.
Less than.
And that's why I need to get these things carved. That's one of the reasons why I did not go this morning. And it was a big day. You shipped a lot of stuff today, and we still have some high head surf scoters ready to go.
Common scoter.
Yep, we have common scoter ready to go. Teal, they're sold out, but I have 18 new bodies. they're sitting there. That didn't sound good.
Oh, what was that?
Something.
Okay.
Something crashed. Maybe it was over there. They seem to be looking at something.
Oh, these dogs. Okay. I got to go.
All right, go, love. All right, so Karen is leaving. I just want to let you know this is, I was used to my way since I changed the mics. Anyway, we appreciate you following along. This is the Pit Boss Podcast brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Fuel your adventure at, I'm trying to see what Karen's in there. What was it? It was a plant. So that was a pot that crashed? Okay, so that's what we heard. We heard a pot crash on our finest of fine concrete floors at Pitboss World headquarters. Actually underneath the TV, so I guess she's not happy. But anyway, fuel your adventure at mymollys.com. MYMOLLYS.com. And yes, I just got a cramp. November 8, 9. You throwing it away? Okay. Big old spider plant. Karen just brought it. Love it. Looks root bound. Looks like brains. All right, she's firing up the camp shift too. November 8, 9, and 10, or 9, 10, and 11. 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. Yes. In Easton, we will be at Molly's pop-up shop at the Easton Waterfowl Festival. So if you are halfway close, make sure you stop by and say hello. Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Fuel your adventure at mymollys.com. Up next, which was an option today, except we went more, it looks like we're going more porky tonight. But porky? That didn't sound good, did it? We're going pork-based food tonight. But I was thinking about cold crabs. Crabs to go. Crabs2go.com. Our very good friends at Crabs to Go, easily found on Route 50 and Route 589 in Berlin, West Ocean City, Maryland. We appreciate everyone at Crabs to Go. Up next, which got a workout over the weekend at the Susquehanna Retriever Club's fall double junior, double senior, and master tests. Gunner, sorry, snapped my head around. I thought the grill shut off instantly. But Gunner Kennels, Gunner.com, man's best kennel. Treat your dogs right. Treat your pets right. I guess they're really made for dogs. Did I own a cat back in the day? In a different lifetime, yes. Just because of certain situations. I would not own a cat today. Would I hurt a cat? No. But I am a dog guy. So that is why we love Gunner Kennels, Gunner.com, man's best kennel. Everyone at Gunner, thank you very much. Up next, Steve Hoover, Punishing the Docks and Rocks. All the way from New Philadelphia, Ohio, Duckwater Boats, duckwaterboats.com. For the second split, we are going to be very, very comfortable in the Ocean 32, the world's largest duck boat. Steve Hoover, we appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very much. Up next is our very good friends at Duck Blind Bistro. Duckblindbistro.com is the ultimate outdoor oven. They've already booked for the 2025-26 sea duck season right here in Maryland. So we appreciate everyone at Duck Blind Bistro. We did not take our turtle box along with us to the Susquehanna Retriever Club's fall hunt test. But turtleboxaudio.com, live loud, but I really believe that the Turtle Box tagline should be the ultimate Bluetooth speaker. So we appreciate everyone at Turtle Box. And not last and not least, but the manufacturers of Molly's Heavy Hammer Chesapeake in 12 gauge, 3-inch 12 gauge, 3-inch 20 gauge, and 3-inch 28 gauge is heavy shot ammo. Comes in BBs and 1s or 3s and 5s. I like 3s and 5s myself. So check them out at mymollys.com. You can see the Heavy Hammer Chesapeake, and or just go right on heavyshotammo.com. So no Whaler Wagon Tails, pitbosswaterfowl.com. We are 14 days of the 60 book for the 2025-26 season. If you're interested in shooting sea ducks with us, please let us know. If you need any apparel, please go to pitbosswaterfowl.com/shop. We just actually did a new order of some new order for some new stuff. Redundant, I know, but anyway, I am dyslexic. So there's going to be more gear coming in, and yeah. And if you're interested in decoys, please reach out to Karen. So I guess that's all I got. She's not here with me. Did I turn her camera off, her video off on this side? I don't know if you're watching on YouTube and or Rumble, but yeah, sincerely, I ramble a lot, but we do appreciate you following along with us. Thank you very much. Had very good comments, very kind comments over the weekend at the hunt test, people to follow along with us. So we just appreciate everybody. I do feel very fortunate just to where we're at. Where we're at, this whole, I don't know, what do I call it? This whole big thing. Whole big thing in its life, the whole big thing that's me doing 25 years of sea duck guiding. I have to turn the fan on, it's smoky. Me doing 25 years of sea duck guiding. I just feel very fortunate. So that's all I got. It is the Pit Boss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods, and thinking of you. We are my Crown Black. Actually, it's not really weak, but a little bit weak. And I got the one gnat out that was in there, so we're good. It's safe. All right, as always, thinking of you. We are. Boom.